And this will be a touchback, so we're going to
I'm
need our
not
first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Finds him over the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Offense in the hurry up here. On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Working quickly here. 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He's got Harris. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Plowing up the middle. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. We'll kick the running back in motion. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They'll run here. It's Zach Moss who gets it. They'll cobble together a yard there. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Tight end going in motion here. 3rd and short, it's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going, but that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Oh, man, my damn mic off, man. Come on, man. He can't be out here with the mic turned off, would he?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 7. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Could make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down. Herbert now. Blitz coming. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He's going deep this time. Couple defenders there, and they're
Come
going to
on, man.
Picked off by Dax Hill.
Fuck, man.
Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Makes the grab in bounds left side.
Fuck, man.
And he's out of bounds up at midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Brown on the inside give. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Play action now. Burrow. That one's cut along the left sideline. They get 27 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. They'll try it right with Brown.
Stop him, Brown.
Quickly at the 10. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. Running on 2nd with Moss. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he gets in, touchdown. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Bengals tie this game 7-7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Now it's Brown. Has a lane past the 45. 30. 20. 15. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast. They give it to him again. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Dump off caught by his back. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Herbert on 1st down. He finds McConkey. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down from the red zone. Steered by his running back. It's Najee Harris. What hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Now Herbert again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. So it'll be third down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. They'll try and punch it in. Takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Burrow from the gun. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Bengals hoping to break this tie before the half. Ball on the 45, first and 10. A tight end in motion now. A give now to Brown. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by Deion Henley. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. From the 31. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. Bounds after a small gain.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2. Handoff headed left to Brown. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down, Burrow to throw. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Has him on the quick hitter.
I couldn't come down faster than that, bro.
Final timeout taken by the Bengals. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Working inside the red zone. Got to him right as he throws, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Put a gold star on the grade sheet for that defensive coverage, even with plenty of time to throw it. That defense never gave the QB a lane to complete it.
To throw again, it's Burrow. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Escapes out to the left. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Butker knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Forced out to his right. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, Brown. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Offense in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. Oh no, they get him.
Come on, bro.
Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off.
He ran from behind him and picked him off, dog.
After making their third first half interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover.
There he goes, right sideline. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's on the move. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. On 3rd down, Herbert escapes the pocket. And he'll get it up to the 44. Working quickly here. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Dumps it off to his running back. And they had that one contained right at the line. Remain cracked with the play defensively.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They give to Harris from the gun. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Herbert from the gun.
No, man, why would you go in? You should have. Damn, dog, you was sitting on the sideline and then you fucking go in.
And he's gonna go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Herbert back to it after the pick. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense up to the line fast. First and 10, Herbert. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. They can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down. Back to the air, Herbert. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Herbert on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Herbert to throw once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Herbert here, third and long. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up fourth and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
It's no good, and had the leg, but his aim wide right. And this stays a three-possession game.
I know there's golfers out there, Kate, that love to play this game as well. And any golfer knows, hey, man, at the turn, no matter how bad that front side was, there's still a chance, right? There's still another hole, still another opportunity. You write that script of hope. Kickers are kind of like golfers, right? They're always thinking of the next one, but unfortunately, with that miss, well, the scorecard's going to end up ugly.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Here we go. 11, empty tape. 11, empty tape.
Burrow from the gun. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Big gain downfield. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And that one is picked off, but wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now Herbert again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It's Herbert once more. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field.
Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. And that's going to be knocked away. May have saved a completion there. And that brings us to the end of our 3rd quarter.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
2nd and 10 now, Herbert. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Throwing now, Herbert. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. So we're through 3 here. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Herbert throwing again. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He's on the move. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. So now pause for an injured player, and this is a big one. It is Justin Herbert who's in some pain. He's being attended to after that play. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion. They're
out and set, 1st and 10. A give left side to Brown. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals keep running away with this. Oh, baby. He got loose, and after a few steps, there was nothing they could do to stop him. That, Brock, is the definition of a home run play.
You know, and when you go to draft, sign, or trade for a skill guy, you want him to have that kind of threat, that kind of breakaway speed. You don't always have to be a 4-3 guy on the track. You just have to be a guy that once you get in that open field, there is nobody, and I mean nobody in the building that was going to catch him.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. State. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
11.
Up the gut, they go with Moss. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And they bring him down around the 34. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Here we go.
Straight ahead they go with Piron. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Has a man, it's Brown.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Butker knocks it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He finds McConkey. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. To the air, Lance. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Chargers trying to do some window dressing. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Lance makes the grab in bounds left side.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. Here's Lance. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Football on that 47-yard line. First down. A run with Brown. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here's Brown again. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Stuffed at the line a 2nd time, and now it'll be 3rd and 10. Handoff headed left. It's Moss. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
So out now comes the punter. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now it's Lance. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Officials signaling for timeouts, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. One final shot here. They get him again, and this time it's for points. That is going to be a safety. This has been one of the big stories of the game been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game? He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into